Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to be doing a 10-minute warm-up. So this is dynamic stretching that's going to warm up every major joint, muscle, and fascial line in your body. Let's get started. We're going to start lying on your back with your arms wide, okay? And I want you to make sure your feet are on the floor, okay? Feel all 5 toes in your heel. Good. Now I want you to check in with the back of the body. Lots of us are lying down with our ribs in a little bit of a back bend, okay? So I want you to really get the back of your body on the floor to get you started. This is gonna switch on your abdominals, okay? So in any warm-up, you wanna make sure you're facilitating those deep abdominals. So you're gonna go on with your workout or with your day with support from that deep abdominal. All right, so from here, we're gonna tuck that bum under, lift it up. Good. Now I want you to think about this as a stretch for the back of your body. So you're going to try to move those hips under and roll down through the spine, lengthening that spine, bringing the pelvis towards the heels. Okay, we'll do that a few times. You should really feel your hamstring muscles on the back of your thighs working, and maybe a little bit of glutes too. Okay, we're just going to press those hips up and then try to bring the rib cage down first and then the pelvis. Bringing that tail a little closer to your heels each time. Lengthening out that spine. Beautiful. Warming up the backs of the legs. And we're actually stretching the front of the hips very gently here as well. Good. Couple more. That's it. Now when you bring the body back down to the floor, I want you to think about the ribs contacting, okay, the kidney area, then the top of the tailbone, and then your bum cheeks down onto the floor. Keep that spine down. Okay, last one. Roll down through the spine. Good. All right, now you're gonna keep the back of your body from your butt cheeks all the way up to the back of the shoulder blades on the floor and move the knees side to side. Okay, so you're not gonna go throwing those knees. You're gonna move them really smoothly. That's it. And I want you to feel some abdominal muscles working as you bring your spine, your waist, the back surface of the body. I want you to gently press it into the floor to wake up your abdominals. Nice. Okay, nice smooth action. So your muscles and joints really appreciate it when you move smooth and controlled versus kind of flinging the body around. Nice work. Again, see if there are any little light spots where you don't feel contact with the floor. Bring those ribs down, bring your spine down. Good job. All right, bring the legs to the middle and now cross your right foot over your left, and we're gonna do the same thing. We need to try to move this knee away from you as far as you can, all right? And then move the legs right and left, keeping the back of the body connected with the floor. Relax your head and your arms. We want those arms nice and wide here, so we're getting a little stretch through the chest. Even if you don't feel it, you're still opening those muscles. Nice work. All right, we're gonna switch sides. Again, keep the back of the body on the floor. Bum cheeks too, don't let your hips turn. So you're gonna try to keep this hip on the floor as the knees go away, and the opposite hip on the floor as the knees come across. You should be starting to feel little stretches through the front of the hips. The more you push this knee away from you, the more you'll feel that stretch through the front of the hip. Very nice. All right, you're gonna bring both feet back down to the floor, move your arms straight up to the ceiling, and now move your shoulder blades forwards, okay, and up towards the ceiling. I want you to feel really, really good, strong activity in your deep abdominals. Tuck your butt under. And now we're just gonna exhale here a few times. I want you to really heat up your tummy muscles. Bum is tucking under, arms are reaching forward, and you're gonna breathe in through the nose. And then take a long exhale. Get as much air out as you can. Keep tucking, your tummy muscles should be quivering. If they're not, try to touch the ceiling a little bit more. And you wanna feel the top of your shoulders nice and relaxed. Good, one more breath. Nice big exhale, empty out those lungs. Pressing your feet into the floor, tucking your bum, reaching your arms, feeling those tummy muscles burn. Ooh, beautiful. Open those arms back up to that letter T. Okay, notice my hands are kind of opposite the top of my head. I'm gonna lift the knees up now and squeeze the legs together. Don't let your arms or shoulders leave the floor, and you're smoothly gonna move the knees over to the side and then to the center. Good. So now we're allowing the pelvis to turn. Okay, so your feet, they should match exactly. We don't want to see knees staggered like this. I want you to get them to match. Yeah, good job. And over. Good. So we're starting to rotate the spine. Shoulders stay connected to the floor. You can use your arms a little bit, pressing down into the floor to help stabilize your upper spine as you rotate the pelvis over. Nice work. Good. And we're going to meet here in the middle. Now, arms are going to come down onto the shins. Bring your knees towards your chest. Let your bum tuck. See if you feel a little stretch across the tailbone. Okay, hopefully there's no pinching in the front of your hips. If there is, I want you to widen your knees a little bit. All right, now we're gonna take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, roll the head forward. See if you can bring the head and shoulders off the floor. So we're into a little crunch position here. Just make sure those shoulders are relaxed away from your ears. Nice work. Good, now bring those knees right around your nose. Tuck in nice and tight. And just take a few deep breaths here. If your neck, the muscles in the front of your neck, if they're working really hard, I want you to lay your head down and relax your head. Coming up again, try to think about rotating those ribs down so that we're using the tummy muscles to support the head, not the muscles in the neck. Good job. All right, now, if your mat is nice and soft, you can rock a little bit. Just massaging the spine on the floor. If your floor is really hard, don't do this. It won't feel very nice. All right, and we're gonna come right up to sitting and onto hands and knees. Good stuff. All right, now get that tail, doing a nice big hula. So you're just gonna circle the hips, get your butt moving. Okay, and while it's the tail that's moving, the whole spine is getting flexed and extended and side bent. So we're really warming up the whole spine, moving the other direction. And if it doesn't feel perfect or really smooth, that's okay. It'll take some time, so just keep practicing. Okay, notice I've got my toes tucked under. That's to help stretch the ankles and the plantar fascia. Okay, and if that's not comfortable, just work your way towards it. You can always relax the feet this way until you get used to that feeling. Nice, guys. All right, now we're gonna bring the knees right underneath the hips. And press through those arms around your back. Nice deep curve, really lift those tummy muscles up towards your spine. Okay, so we're just doing cat-cow here, but I want you to really find the deepest flexion you possibly can. Good, and now we're gonna roll through the spine and extend. So you're making a nice big arch, looking forward. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Okay, and lift your tail. Nice. Now rolling through that spine again, lift the belly, head comes down, tail comes down, really tuck that bum under. Okay, so in this curve, it's not just about the mobility, but it's about engaging your abdominals, okay, so that they're doing their job. All right, now I want you to try to keep this deep curve, and you're gonna lift your right hand off the floor and just pull that elbow back. Good, and then place it down. Same thing on the other side. Pull that elbow straight back. So we're just practicing a little row, but I want you to try to keep that flexion. That's it. Good, I know that's challenging. So bum tucks under, ribs rotate to the side. We should be feeling some oblique muscles. Nice. Just two more. Good, and this last one we're gonna hold. Good, now stretch those fingers up to the ceiling, really push down on the floor. Try to tuck that tail under. Good, all right, now release your feet. Sit your bum back and just stretch that arm underneath. Good, deep breath here. Lovely, and we'll bring that hand back to the floor. Take the other side, so start with your elbow. That's it, open that hand to the ceiling. Nice, and then thread those fingers under and just lay the ear down. You can sit your bum back. Beautiful. Nice deep breath here. Lovely, guys. All right, walk your hands forward and separate your knees a little bit. Stretch those fingers forward. Good. Now, instead of relaxing the tummy, because this is not a cool down, this is a warm up, you're going to lift that belly away from the floor. So everything we've done today is to try to facilitate those deep abdominals so that you're going to go on with your day supported by your abs. Hopefully that means your low back can relax today because it's got lots of support from the front side of the body. Nice, so stretching that tail down towards your heels, try to lift your belly away from the floor as you stretch forward. That's it, keep pulling that belly button in towards your spine and stretching forward. I know those two things are kind of at odds, so you're challenging yourself. How long and stretched open can I be with my belly button lifted towards my spine? Nice work. All right, slide those hands in so they're right in front of your knees, and then you're gonna push like a push-up or a press-up. Roll through your spine to sitting. Take your time, okay? So don't miss the value of these transitions, right? You just moved that spine from flexion to being long and vertical, all right? And that's a valuable moment. All right, guys, come on up to standing. Kick those legs out. All right, and we're just gonna finish with a nice big side stretch. So cross the elbows, stand up really tall on nice long legs, and I want you to lift your arms away from you. Imagine like you were gonna bring your elbows to touch the ceiling. Now, if your shoulders can't accommodate this position, you can always just cross wrists, hold hands, or even just stretch those arms straight up. Okay, and we'll take a little easy side bend over. Nice and relaxed. Good. Now I want you to make sure your feet are underneath you. For some of you, this is going to be a little bit uncomfortable. You might find yourself a little bit unsteady. Okay, but we don't want to practice side bends here. Okay, because this muscle is actually slightly shortened in this position. You want that foot underneath you so the side of your hip can get a stretch as well. Beautiful. Press your feet down through the floor to come up. One more time. Good. And don't think about going down at all. I want you to imagine like you were a fountain and the water is coming up and out. That's it. So you're actually getting longer, longer, longer to help you go over. Nice. Gravity will always take you down. Your job is to lift up. That's it. Good. Really sink those feet into the floor. Draw those elbows away. Stretch yourself open. Nice. Fingers to the sky. Good. Roll those shoulders around. Nice, guys. Okay, last little piece is we just need to open the front of the hips. Okay, so we're going to do this actively today. If you struggle with your balance, put your hand on a wall or on a chair. Okay, or if you're working on your balance, this is a great challenge. We're going to do some leg swings. So you're going to take this leg forward and then drop it down and kick back. Okay, this is weirdly challenging. So take your time. It's okay if you fall over, no big deal, right? The floor is right there. You're just gonna swing that leg. Good, so we're getting a stretch phase for the hamstring at the front, and we're getting a stretch phase for the quads at the back. Okay, so this is a fantastic dynamic stretch that's really gonna warm up and make sure everything's moving and active. Okay, sometimes in our slow stretches, things can sort of go to sleep on you and they're not really ready to perform. Nice, all right. Let's take the other side. Good, so there's no problem with doing this, holding onto the wall. Okay, if you feel like you're gonna catch your toes on the floor, right, maybe if you're in runners, okay, just be careful and pick up those feet as you pass them through. You can do this a little more slowly if you need to. Good job. Okay. And don't worry about how high the leg goes. Concentrate more on sending your head up and sending your supporting leg down, and that way you're nice and stable. Good job. All right, guys, shake those legs out. Good. Now bring your feet right underneath you. Spread your feet out on the floor. I want you to really open those toes. Take a nice deep breath and just notice your body before you start your day, before you start your workout. Just pay attention to what you're feeling for a moment. Relax the breath. I want you to see if you can breathe really easily, keeping the shoulders nice and soft. So the shoulders are just kind of riding along as the rib cage moves. Great. Bringing that attention inward, feel the soles of your feet on the floor. Imagine the crown of your head drifting up through the ceiling. Good. All right, open those eyes. And I think you're ready to roll. So have a great workout or a fantastic day ahead of you. Maybe if you're having a little bit of a crash in the afternoon, try a little piece of this workout or this stretch and let me know how it goes. All right, guys, have a great day.